and welcome to Just the Job. This week we've got a great mix of career possibilities for you to take a look at, and one of those may be just the job for you. Kicking off today's show, we're in Dunedin as Otago Girls student Samantha Watson finds out what it takes to become a career firefighter. Then we're in Wellington as Rutherford College student Teresa Chand finds out about the great career opportunities with Inland Revenue. And finally, we head to Paraparaumu as Kapiti College student Megan checks out the training and career opportunities in hairdressing. So let's head down to Dunedin and join Samantha with the fire service.
Hi, I'm Sam. I go to Otago Girls High School in Dunedin. I'm year 13 and I'm here to learn more about careers in firefighting.
The New Zealand Fire Service employs around 1,800 full-time firefighters around the country, and a growing number of these are women. Sam is about to have an insight into the high-octane life of a professional firefighter by jumping on board the fire truck, along with Station Officer Kate Hill and her crew in the Dunedin seaside suburb of St Kilda.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi, I'm Kate Hill. Welcome to the fire station. I've been a station officer for just a short while, actually. I've been acting up in the role for a fair few years, and it's actually been in the last 2 weeks that I've been promoted to station officer as a permanent position. So it's a role that I'm quite looking forward to grabbing by the reins and running with. Hi guys, this is Sam. Sam's going to be riding along with us for the day. She's very interested in becoming a firefighter. So this is our crew for the day. This is Josh.
Hey.
This is Cam, who will be driving. And Andre.
Hey.
5 minutes later, Sam is kitted out,
Hey.
ready for action.
Oh, wow. Fabulous. Suits you. Being a station officer is basically looking after the truck, the crew on the truck, running the day-to-day activities, and just broadly to ensure operational readiness of myself, my crew, of the appliance, and working with the community to aid in risk reduction. OK, so around here we've got quite a few ladders, as you can see. Pop up and have a look at it, right? Multiple ladders for multiple jobs.
So what's the wooden one for? Wouldn't it burn?
Oh, a lot of people think that because it's wooden, but we use wooden ones because it doesn't conduct electricity.
So what do you usually do now?
Well, next we usually do some drill, which is training, and we're actually off to City Station to do that because we've got another crew waiting for us. So we'll head off now.
Awesome.
On the way to the central fire station, Kate and her crew make a detour to help out Edna, an elderly woman who needs the battery on her smoke alarm changed.
So what we're doing here is what we do quite often is to check people's smoke alarms. So today what we're going to do is we're going to change this battery.
But suddenly the crew gets an emergency call out.
OK, we've got a fire in South Dunedin. Let's go. OK, so it looks like we've got a rubbish fire. At the point we're not too sure how big or how small, it might not be anything. But what I want you to do is hang back with the driver. And I'll let you know if you can come forward or anything, OK?
Yep, so it is.
For a young woman joining the fire service, it's not for every woman. You've got to be a little bit of a tomboy. You've got to be able to get your hands dirty and not worry about it.
At the scene, Kate, her crew and Sam head around the back of the house, where a man has been burning a big pile of rubbish. The fire is already out, but he still gets a stern warning from Kate.
So they're not actually allowed to have that fire going, but we have told him if he does it again, then we will contact the regional council.
Next, they return to Edna's house to finish changing her alarm battery.
So we'll just set this up over here.
The new battery is finally in place. Good work, Sam. Now it's on to the Dunedin Central Station, where she meets the man in charge of recruitment.
Hello.
Hello.
Sam.
This is
Craig Geddes. Yeah, there is that perception that you need to be big and strong, and your fitness level is important, but you know, the female firefighter can equally foot the role with their male counterpart. And from an education point of view, they certainly can deliver the message to the community. And obviously we've got a number of female firefighters in the career ranks, but also a much larger representation in the volunteer ranks, and we'd like to see that continue to grow.
You do have to go to the gym to make sure you work out and you are fit and strong, because genetically women just don't have that upper body strength naturally. So you do have to work out to get in shape.
Sam's about to get a serious workout climbing the 70-metre tall training tower.
Now, I hope you're not scared of height.
No.
Next, Sam is about to help Kate and the crew cut up a car.
What we're going to simulate here, that there's somebody stuck in the driver's seat, and we're going to basically take off these two doors.
Out come the hydraulic-powered jaws of life and mechanical spreader.
Now the trick here is to never fight the tools as well. The tools are always stronger than what you are.
Yeah,
Never turn on the inside because things have a tendency of moving in. The ambulance may say that their injuries, well, they may have spinal injuries, so they may want to get them out of the top, out of the roof. So we're going to get rid of the roof. And traditionally how we do it is we crush these to start with, so we make them smaller so the cutters can actually get through them, because at the moment they're quite wide.
Yeah.
So.
After the pillars are crushed and cut with Sam's help, this car becomes a convertible. Sam's firefighting adventure then starts to heat up with the help of one of Kate's colleagues, Amy.
Sam, this is Amy.
Amy's going to show Sam how to put out a fire using a powder extinguisher.
Come in. Aim.
Amy has just started as a full-time firefighter, but she's a seasoned volunteer.
So that's how we do it. Started with a volunteer brigade 40 kilometres north of here in Waikouairi about 4 years ago, and that's where I got my taste for the fire service.
Now, it's Sam's turn on the extinguisher.
Originally I worked in hotel management prior to this, but yeah, decided I wanted the best job in the world. For other young women that are wanting to get into the fire service, go for it. And there you go. That's what it is.
I think Sam went really well. She was very keen, very eager. For this job, you have to be practically minded. And I felt that she certainly was that. She's very capable, very enthusiastic. And once she's got out and had a bit of life experience, I think it would be very valuable for the fire service to have someone like Sam.
I've had an awesome experience. It's been Kate and the guys have been awesome, letting me do as much as possible and telling me how things work and stuff. Firefighting is definitely something I'd consider when I leave school.
The New Zealand Fire Service has 2 recruitment rounds each year, usually in March and July. Candidates must pass literacy, numeracy and fitness tests, a medical exam and undergo a police background check. NCEA Level 1 English, Maths and Science may be helpful to pass pre-entry testing. Firefighters must be able to relate well to people from different cultures, lifestyles and age groups, and must enjoy working in the community. For more information about careers with the New Zealand Fire Service, visit fire.org.nz/jobs. See, firefighting's not just a job for the boys. Well done, Samantha. After the break, we're in Wellington with Inland Revenue. Welcome back to Just the Job. Now it's time to check out some exciting career possibilities with Teresa, who's at Inland Revenue in Wellington.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm in Year 12 at Rutherford College and I'm here to look at careers in the IRD.
Inland Revenue plays an essential role in improving the economic and social well-being of all New Zealanders. Among the many areas our taxes support are hospitals, schools, policing, conservation and defence. They collect most of the revenue government needs to fund its programs and administer a number of social support programs. Teresa has come to Wellington, where Senior Governance Advisor LIZZIE Smith is going to guide her through a range of career opportunities with Inland Revenue.
Inland Revenue's role is to collect the taxes, and part of that is to make that easy for people to do. So we really do focus on making our services and products easy for customers to be able to interact with and use. We really emphasise the use of online services so people can self-service. We also offer a phone channel for people when they do need to call us.
So Teresa, most people get their taxes right, but in some situations people don't quite get it right, and our investigations teams, they look into those cases. So I thought it'd be really cool if you saw one of our investigations teams in action.
How are you today?
Paul Hartley is an investigations team leader. He's running a meeting about a cafe where the couple who run it may not be meeting their tax obligations.
So what are we looking at today?
So we're looking at what income they have told us that they received, and then looking at what expenses they've paid, both within their business and in their personal lives.
The team think undeclared cash may be funding personal expenditure.
So what have we done so far to determine if this is the case?
Well, Felix went down to the cafe and had lunch there last week.
Felix noticed something wasn't right.
But the interesting thing was the cash register was broken, and so the staff were taking money out of a till and putting it in without recording the cash sales.
There are a number of methods that you can use to determine if the cash sales haven't been returned. One method we use is private affairs analysis, where we compare their private expenses with the income that they've received from the business.
Okay, so the total expenses were $152,000 and the total income is $70,000. So the expenses exceed the income by $82,000.
Looks like the cafe has more questions to answer. Parliament decides on our laws. With lots of laws to administer, Inland Revenue solicitors do a range of work. Alex Carr is a solicitor in one legal team. Technical standards.
What does your work involve?
My job really involves what happens when Parliament changes the laws.
When Parliament changes laws, Alex helps make sure Inland Revenue systems, processes and services match up with the new laws.
And what do you enjoy about it?
I love the challenge. Every day is different. Every day there's something new. There's a lot of challenges, and being able to interpret the law correctly. There's a lot of puzzles, basically, is how I look at them, and they all need to be solved.
Solicitors in their legal and technical services team determine whether a person has broken the law. Teresa is shown an example. Doug owns a painting business. While he's collected pay-as-you-earn tax from his employees, he hasn't sent this tax to Inland Revenue. In order to prosecute, it first must be shown he hasn't complied with the law. Amy York shows Teresa this first step.
And in this case, we know he's filled out the PAYE returns, and we said that he's paying his employees through the bank statements, so we've got that ticked off as well.
They can see by looking at bank statements he's used the cash he's collected to pay other bills. The final test asks if Doug knew that this was happening.
So it looks like, based on what we've got, that he meets all 4 elements of the section. So in this case, he has broken the law.
So Teresa, as you've heard, things can get quite complex. So this is our communications team that take care of our communications both internally and externally.
One of the jobs is to write information in plain English for customers. Hannah Crabb shows Teresa an example.
We say the loan manager must furnish the commissioner with the following details of the borrower's contact person. How does that sound?
No, I didn't get that.
So I've converted it to plain English, and what we've got here is you'll need to provide their name, postal address, telephone number, etc.
Okay, I got it. If I wanted to place an IR, where would I get started?
I think a really good starting place is our contact centres. It's where I started my career at IR, along with Alex and Paul and Hannah, who you've met today. It's a really good place where you get some firm tax technical knowledge and understanding.
IR's contact centres get around 4 million calls each year.
Hi, I'm speaking with Sebastian from the Inland Revenue Department.
Sure, so it's just the 3 children in your care with 1 parent family, is that correct?
Teresa's headed to Penrose, Auckland, where team leader Fale Tuimanga tells her how things work.
Well, we basically have all our officers that are trained on different queues. So we have a list of 0800 numbers. So depending on what your inquiry is about, if it's to do with business or individuals, your call will automatically go through to someone who is trained on that queue.
All new job applicants are put through some basic tests. One is a role-play exercise where they have to answer customers' questions. The answers are contained in a document which they've read first.
Hello, this is Teresa. How can I help you?
My name is John Montana. Can you please hook up my account right now and tell me if you have received my IR3 yet?
Yes, I can. What is your IRD number?
451-24629.
Okay, and what was that you needed help with?
I want to know if you guys have received my IR3 yet.
Yes, we have. You returned it on the 2nd?
It's a great place to build a career because there's a lot of opportunities here at Inland Revenue. There's a lot of different departments that you can move into, and we like to develop our people as well.
Well, Teresa seems to be getting the hang of this exercise.
I think one of the myths about Inland Revenue is we're just a bunch of boring number crunchers, and that's so far from the truth. There's such a range of roles and people here, you know, so there's other opportunities out there as well.
So has Teresa used her opportunities well?
Teresa has done such a fantastic job. She's met a range of people from across the organisation who work in all different kinds of roles. So I really do wish her well, and I hope she does consider a career here at Inland Revenue in the future.
No specific qualifications are required to become a customer service specialist in a contact centre, but some customer service experience is beneficial. You need to have an ability to think on your feet, good communication and computer skills, and a commitment to learning new skills and knowledge. IR provide all the training and coaching you need to succeed. Launching a career in one of 5 contact centres opens the door to a huge range of career opportunities. Visit their career site to learn more. Well, as Teresa discovered, there's a lot more to careers at Inland Revenue than you think. Could this be just the job for you? In a few minutes, we head to Paraparaumu, but first, here's Sarah from Careers New Zealand.
Thanks, Clinton. On Just the Job, we feature a wide range of careers, from firefighting to collecting taxes. There is a huge range of opportunities out there for you, and Careers New Zealand are there to help you make that choice and plan your career. For more, simply visit www.careers.govt.nz.
Thank you, Sarah. After the break, we head to Paraparaumu as Megan checks out hairdressing careers. Welcome back to Just the Job. We're off to Paraparaumu now to check out a career in hairdressing.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm a Year 12 student at Kapiti College and I'm keen to learn more about doing an apprenticeship in hairdressing.
Megan is about to have a taste of the exciting life of a hairdressing apprentice with a whirlwind tour of shampooing, colouring and cutting, with some off-the-job training at the Wellington Institute of Technology in Petone and at a popular Kapiti Coast salon. 50 kilometres north of Wellington at Omati Beach, FRENZ Hair Design is owned by Ivan SHEW. He is going to be Megan's mentor for the day.
Hello.
Hello Megan, how are you?
Good.
My name's Ivan and welcome to FRENZ.
First up, Ivan's keen to see how Megan does with a basic but very important task, a wash and shampoo.
Just going to get Martin, just come gently back. Okay, now we're going to start shampooing Martin's hair, all right? And remember, we use a volume shampoo for Martin.
Okay, cool.
We are a very sociable sort of an industry where we actually get very close to people physically as well. We're one of the few industries or professions or careers that we actually physically touch our customers. Not many professions or careers do that. So you tend to have this wonderful attitude towards people, a good ability to interact with people. So just to towel dry the hair so the water's not dripping everywhere, over the face, just under the neck, that's great. Thank you, Megan, for shampooing Martin's hair. Martin's ready for his haircut. I'm going to pass you on to ELLE. ELLE's going to sort of help you set up a client for colour work.
Come on over and we will get you ready for some foils. We're going to be using Blonde Or today.
ELLE is one of Ivan's newest apprentices.
I was at school and I applied for a part-time job, just cleaning on a Saturdays and a Thursday, and it was something that I didn't want to do at the beginning, but working here in the environment definitely inspired me, and seeing all the creativity and how it makes people feel and the service you provide.
So what could go wrong?
Bleeding. That's if you apply the colour too close to the scalp. We don't want that. And when I mean by bleeding, I mean the bleeding of the colour.
ELLE's also happy not to be bleeding money while she's learning.
I'm earning money as I go. I'm not going to have that student loan and building a career as I go. Alrighty, now that I've applied a couple, would you like to apply a couple?
Yeah.
Here we go.
The colouring process using tinfoil strips is a tricky, specialised task.
The theory of cutting is really technical. The theory behind colouring is becoming extremely technical. There are colour specialists out there nowadays that specialise only in colour work.
While the colour is setting, Megan gets some more hands-on experience with apprentice Liam Northcott.
So how long have you been an apprentice for?
So I've been an apprentice for 3 years, so I'm in my 3rd year now.
Yeah.
So I'm just about to finish my last lot of Polytech and then I'll be all done, ready for my finals.
Cool, are you excited?
Yeah, really excited. Yeah. What I really enjoy is transforming people and, giving them a whole new look and, making them smile and making them feel better about themselves. So I'm looking forward to travelling and using my talents overseas and one day owning my own salon.
Megan, those foils look really good. You've done a wonderful job here. Now, those tasks that you've done, what you've sort of completed here today, is just some of the tasks that you do in the first year as an apprentice. But as an apprentice, you still have to go to Polytech. And I'm going to introduce you to Stephanie, another one of our apprentices.
Hello.
Megan, this is Steph, and you're going to accompany Steph to Polytech today.
At the Wellington Polytech's Petone campus, Stephanie has been taking regular classes with tutor Wanda Menke.
Hello. Hello there.
Hi, Wanda.
Hi, Stephanie.
This is Megan. I love going to Polytech. I find it so motivating and inspiring. It's great learning from someone like Wanda, who is, of such a high calibre and obviously very passionate as well about the teaching side of it.
Today, Wanda is taking a class on how to cut a style called the concave bob.
So establish your guideline and then check it before you move on. Really important that you get that guide nice and even before you move on. It's much easier to correct it at this stage than it is later.
HAITO is the hairdressing industry training organisation, and they oversee the training of hairdressers in New Zealand under the apprenticeship scheme. So it takes about 3.5 years to qualify as a hairdresser. They can either enter straight away at year one in a salon, or they can do a full-time course, such as we have here at Welltech, and then go on to an apprenticeship. But you must be in an apprenticeship agreement to complete your training to qualify as a hairdresser in New Zealand.
Apprentices would not normally start cutting clients here until their second year of training. But today, after a quick rundown from Steph, Megan is allowed to use the scissors on a mannequin.
So you comb with the same hand as your scissors, so take your thumb out. So if you put your, like that. Yep. Does it feel good? Are you nervous?
Yeah. Megan was wonderful. I loved the way when she came in, she really interacted with everybody very well. She had that sociability, she had that nice presence about her. I think she's got all the attributes at the beginning to make a good hairdresser. I've always claimed that if you've got those basic attributes, people skills, we as the trainer of apprentices, we can do the rest. We can train them up to be wonderful hairdressers. So with a combination of good personality, good attitude, enthusiasm, good training, she'll probably be a damn good hairdresser.
Hairdressing apprenticeships in New Zealand are administered by HAITO, the hairdressing industry training organisation. Qualification usually takes 3 to 4 years, and graduates will receive the National Certificate in Hairdressing Professional Stylist. Prospective apprentices should have good people skills. They need to have passed NCEA Level 1 or be able to show evidence of equivalent skills and knowledge. Now, to find out more about the training opportunities and careers from all of our Just the Job stories, you can visit our program website, tvnz.co.nz/justthejob, or simply Google Just the Job. So good luck, and I'll see you again next week.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.